Welcome back to NYSE TV Live, everyone. We're down here on the trading floor as we just celebrated the opening bell. You saw earlier this hour NYSE listed Arlo Technologies up there on the opening bell podium, of course, with a major milestone here after achieving $300 million in annual recurring sales. Well, joining me now to talk more about that and, of course, the opening bell celebration is Matthew McRae, the company's CEO. Matthew, welcome and congratulations.
Thank you very much. It's been a real long journey since our IPO in 2018, and the milestone you talked about, the 300 million in ARR, is something that we've been looking forward to for a very long time. In fact, we thought we were going to hit it in 2027, but we actually achieved it last month, and so we're here celebrating as a company.
And what led this earlier than anticipated growth?
So we've rolled out a lot of new AI services on our platform. Arlo is a security company where we do DIY security for people at home. And a couple of subscription services that we've launched over the last 18 months just drove subscriptions all the way past 5 million subscribers, much faster than we thought.
It's impressive. I do want to talk about your journey, of course, as a public company and what's made it rewarding so far for you.
Well, it's seeing all the investors and seeing the uptake in interest in Arlo, especially as we've transformed the company from a hardware company to a services company. So being a public company can be difficult often, but being able to get the story out in conjunction with the NYSE has been great.
Amazing. So tell me more about what led that transformation from a hardware business to a services business and how it's worked out in Arlo's favor.
Yeah, if you know, I mean, a lot of public companies attempt to transform their entire operations, and it's very difficult to do. So I think we're one of a handful of companies that have been successful at doing that. So we started off as a complete hardware company, just selling security devices, and then started to layer on services and have changed the culture of the company, the services, the offering, everything over the last 5 or 6 years. And since that transition, you've seen our P&L absolutely take off. So while it was a difficult journey, I think we're on the right track, and you can see it in the stock price.
Artificial intelligence is the key term that we talk about with many investors and, of course, company leaders indeed. How is Arlo using AI?
Yeah, so we actually rolled out our first consumer subscription AI in 2018. So we've been in the market for a very long time. Before it was, very popular, and now obviously generating a lot of buzz. We use AI specifically to make the user experience better, so we can detect things like, is there a person, is there a package at the front door, whose car pulled into the driveway, and even use AI to describe an entire scene, so you don't have to click in and watch the video every single time.
Where do you want to take this company in the future?
Well, we're looking at expanding not only geographically, but we're actually looking at expanding into the broader smart home category. One of the things we've seen is there's a trend for smart home and home security to actually combine into smart home security. And so one of the things you'll see from Arlo over the next couple of years is us moving into a much broader set of services beyond just security.
What has the data shown you about your goals and strategies and how you're getting there?
Yeah, well, like I said, we're actually getting there faster than originally planned. So our 5-year goals, we got to 3. We just set out a new long-range plan for the company to hit from where we are now, 5 million subscribers to 10 million subscribers, and from 300 million in ARR to 700 million ARR. And it's all going to be driven off of AI-powered services to consumers and small businesses.
Privacy, I'm sure, is very important too. How does that factor in?
Yeah, actually, it's a differentiating factor. So obviously, we're a security company. It is critical that users trust Arlo. And so we actually have a privacy pledge, and we're one of the few companies, public companies, that actually has a cybersecurity and privacy board committee to actually run all of our practices in that space. So unlike a lot of other companies, we actually believe the data is your data as our user, and we're just hosting it and processing it on your behalf.
Matthew McRae, thank you so much for joining, and congratulations again.
I appreciate it. It's great being here again.
Great to have you indeed. That's Matthew McRae, of course, Arlo Technologies CEO, NYSE listed company down here on the floor of the stock exchange. Well, some other news.